To the left shot login bonus? More like have a nice day. Have a nice banner. Have a... Wow, I ran out of puns fast. Haveh's Trustmaster reward is Darka. Like, literally Darka. On the bright side, this means anyone with black magic potential can quadruple cast it, which instantly nets you a Dark Chainer. It's pretty nice if you remember it. His Super Trustmaster reward is a Harmonica. Finally, save the world from evil with your trusty Harmonica! For a Harmonica, it has really high attack and magic, and when equipped onto anyone, it reduces their MP consumption by 50% and increases the damage modifier of dark spells. It also has a 20% boost to all elemental resistance, as all Harmonicas naturally do. Plus, it's one-handed. Finally, dual-wield Harmonicas to save the world! Onto his active abilities. He has some magic spells. Isuna, which cures some status ailments, Dark Ra, which I didn't know changes Floating Strike now, and Stone Ra, which imbues Earth onto your team and boosts their Earth damage by 25%, and Dark Ra, which does the same thing but dark. You know, when you actually say the names out loud, you realize they sound kinda dumb. And Dark Ra. Speaking of dumb, Hide! I'm sure this will be useful in some key strategies, but I don't know how. Then you have Provoke, which is just perfect when paired with Hide. Full Breakdown is the same amazing ability from the amazing Lemon Wedge himself. Manslayer is only unlocked at EX plus 3, giving your team the strength to slay men. Masartans deals non-elemental physical damage that chains of Floating Strike, lowers the enemy's stats by 80%, and their dark resistance by 130%. Nisei's Melody will grant your team resistance to status ailments, Stop, and Charm, give them an MP regen, and an additional double Plant and Reaper Killer. Unfortunately, the effect duration doesn't match the ability's cooldown. Pumptis Tune dispels everyone, then reduces everyone's attack and magic by 80%, and then boosts everyone's defense and spirit by 100%. Amazing! Passives. With his Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, Haveh gets magic. He also increases the damage modifier of Darkra and Darka. He deals increased damage to machines and reapers, has a small boost to his Limit Burst regen, and has a nice boost to both physical and magical evasion. He also automatically uses Preemptive Foe Break, the same ability as the famous Lemon Wedge, and also prefers to dual-wield Harmonicas. I can be a hero too! And finally, his normal attack is getting stronger and stronger. No, it doesn't actually, but it does chain with Floating Strike, and inflicts a 75% full break. At EX plus 2, he gets an instant Limit Burst, at least depending on his Limit Burst level. Onto his Limit Burst, it inflicts an 87% full break, lowers the enemy's fire, ice, earth, and dark resistance by 130%, deals physical damage, and lets your team evade 2 attacks. With his Super Limit Burst, the Imperos rise by 5%, also more damage and 1 more evasion stack. So, EX2, as a Super Limit Burster, Haveh will automatically benefit from further EX awakenings. EX plus 2 will let him fire off his Limit Burst more easily, as otherwise he doesn't actually have a good way to prep it. EX plus 3 will also unlock Manslayer, Slayer of Men, which you can use to slay men. It's really niche, especially for its price, but it is definitely powerful. So how good is Haveh? Overall, he's fine. When it comes to breaks, 87% is strong, though you might have trouble keeping it up without boosting his Limit Burst gauge full rate. The Earth and Dark support isn't the best, but it's still pretty decent. The full dispel is honestly kind of weird, and while you can make it work, the 10-turn cooldown makes it a rare tool. The resistance ability isn't super reliable, and status ailments are a pretty big deal that it's actually a problem. When it comes to damage, he's not a damage dealer. The elemental Imperos are nice, which, combined with his non-elemental attacks, lets him fit onto multiple teams, but since he isn't that strong, you're really bringing him for the breaks. Either that or Hide. If you bring Haveh along for Hide, there is no doubt that you're a very powerful person. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you got Stormseeker Esther, and have a nice day!